Have you ever felt like you're different from everyone else? Like you're meant for something bigger, but you're not quite sure what it is? If you've had these thoughts, you're not alone. Many people feel this way, and it's often a sign that you're a special person with unique gifts to offer the world. But here's the thing. To truly understand and develop these gifts, you need something that might seem counterintuitive in today's always connected world: time alone. In this video, we're going to explore why quiet time alone is so important for special people like you. We'll dive into how solitude can help you discover your true self, boost your creativity, and even make you better at connecting with others. So if you're ready to learn how to tap into your inner wisdom and unleash your full potential, keep watching. Let's start by talking about what it means to be different or special. It's not about being better than others or having supernatural abilities. It's about having a unique perspective, talents, or sensitivities that set you apart from the crowd. Maybe you see the world in a way that others don't, or you have ideas that seem to come out of nowhere. Perhaps you feel things more deeply than those around you, or you have an uncanny ability to understand and help others. Whatever your unique qualities are, they can sometimes make you feel out of place in a world that often values conformity. You might find yourself struggling to fit in or feeling misunderstood by those around you. This is where the importance of alone time comes in. In today's world, we're constantly bombarded with noise, information, and social interactions. Our phones buzz with notifications, our inboxes fill up with emails, and social media demands our attention 24/7. For many people, this constant connectivity is manageable, even enjoyable. But for special people, it can be overwhelming and draining. The pressure to always be available, to respond instantly to every message, to keep up with the latest trends and news, it can all become too much. You might find yourself feeling exhausted, stressed, and disconnected from your true self. This is because special people often need more time to process information and experiences. They need space to reflect, to make sense of their thoughts and feelings, and to recharge their energy. This is where the power of quiet comes in. When you give yourself time alone in silence, you create a space for clarity and self-discovery. Without the constant input from the outside world, your mind can finally slow down and focus inward. In this stillness, you might start to notice thoughts and feelings that you've been too busy to acknowledge before. Quiet time allows you to get to know yourself better. It's a chance to explore your inner world without distractions or influences from others. You might discover new interests or talents that you never knew you had. You might gain insights into your behavior patterns or motivations. This self-knowledge is incredibly valuable, as it helps you make choices that align with your true self and your deepest values. Moreover, alone time is essential for recharging your energy, especially if you're a highly sensitive or empathetic person. Being around others, while often enjoyable, can also be draining for special people. You might find that you absorb the emotions and energy of those around you, leaving you feeling exhausted after social interactions. Spending time alone allows you to reset and replenish your energy reserves. Interestingly, taking time for yourself can actually improve your relationships with others. When you're well rested and in touch with your own needs and feelings, you're better equipped to connect with others in a meaningful way. You'll have more energy to give, more patience, and a clearer understanding of your boundaries. This can lead to deeper, more authentic relationships. Quiet time is also a powerful tool for boosting creativity. When your mind is free from external distractions, it has space to wander and make new connections. This is often when the best ideas come to you. Those aha moments that seem to appear out of nowhere. By giving yourself regular periods of solitude, you're creating the perfect conditions for creative insights and innovative thinking. Another important aspect of alone time is its role in helping you deal with challenges. Life isn't always easy, and special people often feel things more deeply than others. When you're facing difficult emotions or situations, quiet reflection can be a powerful tool for processing and healing. It gives you the space to acknowledge your feelings without judgment, to work through problems at your own pace, and to find your inner strength. This time alone also helps you build inner wisdom. In the quiet, you can hear your intuition more clearly. This is that inner voice that guides you towards what's right for you, even if it's not what everyone else is doing. By regularly tuning into this inner wisdom, you'll become more confident in your decisions and more aligned with your true path in life. Of course, finding the right balance between alone time and social interaction is key. Everyone's needs are different, and it might take some experimentation to find what works best for you. The goal isn't to isolate yourself completely, but to create enough space in your life for quiet reflection and self-discovery. So how can you start incorporating more quiet time into your life? It doesn't have to be complicated. You could start with just a few minutes each day of sitting in silence, perhaps first thing in the morning or right before bed. You might try going for a solo walk in nature or finding a quiet spot to read or journal. The important thing is to make it a regular practice, even if it's just for short periods at first. Creating a special space for your quiet time can also be helpful. This could be a corner of your room with a comfortable chair or a spot in your garden. Having a designated area for reflection can help signal to your mind that it's time to turn inward and relax. As you start to spend more time in solitude, you might notice some changes in yourself. You might feel more centered and calm, even in stressful situations. You might find that you're more in tune with your feelings and needs. You might even discover new passions or directions for your life that you never considered before. Remember, taking time for yourself isn't selfish. It's necessary, especially for special people who have so much to offer the world. By nurturing your inner life through solitude, you're actually preparing yourself to have a greater positive impact on those around you. Think about it this way. When you're on an airplane, the safety instructions always tell you to put on your own oxygen mask before helping others. The same principle applies in life. By taking care of your own needs through quiet time alone, you're ensuring that you have the energy and clarity to help others effectively. This ripple effect of self-awareness and personal growth can be profound. As you become more aligned with your true self and your unique gifts, you'll naturally start to express these in your daily life. You might find yourself inspired to create art that touches others, or to start a project that makes a difference in your community. You might become a better listener for your friends, or a more understanding parent to your children. In essence, by taking time for quiet reflection, you're not just benefiting yourself, you're contributing to the well-being of everyone around you. Your increased self-awareness and inner peace will naturally radiate outward, influencing your interactions and relationships in positive ways. It's important to note that developing a practice of solitude and self-reflection is a journey, not a destination. There will be days when it feels easy and rewarding, and others when it might feel challenging or uncomfortable. This is normal and part of the process. The key is to approach it with patience and self-compassion. As you continue this practice, you might start to notice patterns or themes in your thoughts and feelings. You might become aware of recurring worries or fears, or you might recognize certain situations that consistently bring you joy or peace. This self-knowledge is invaluable. It can help you make better decisions, set healthy boundaries, and align your life more closely with what truly matters to you. You might also find that your alone time becomes a source of comfort and stability in your life. In a world that can often feel chaotic and overwhelming, having a regular practice of quiet reflection can provide a sense of grounding and peace. It becomes a time you look forward to, a chance to reset and reconnect with yourself. As you grow more comfortable with solitude, you might want to explore different ways of using this time. Some people find that meditation or mindfulness practices enhance their quiet time. Others prefer to use this time for creative pursuits like writing, drawing, or playing music. Still, others might use it for physical activities like yoga or tai chi. The specific activity doesn't matter as much as the intention behind it, to create space for self-reflection and inner growth. It's also worth noting that spending time alone doesn't mean you have to be physically isolated. You can practice solitude even in public spaces. For example, you might find that sitting in a busy cafe with a journal, observing the world around you while staying in your own mental space, can be a powerful form of alone time. The key is to maintain that inner focus and connection with yourself, regardless of your physical surroundings. As you develop this practice, you might find that it changes how you interact with the world. You might become more observant, more attuned to the subtle details of your environment and the people around you. You might find yourself less reactive and more responsive, able to pause and consider your actions rather than acting on impulse. This increased awareness can lead to more meaningful connections with others. When you're more in touch with your own thoughts and feelings, you're better able to understand and empathize with others. You might find that your conversations become deeper and more authentic as you're able to listen more fully and express yourself more clearly. Moreover, regular quiet time can help you develop a stronger sense of purpose. As you get to know yourself better, you'll gain clarity on what truly matters to you, what you want to achieve in life, and how you want to contribute to the world. This sense of purpose can be a powerful motivator, giving you direction and helping you stay focused on what's truly important to you. It's also worth considering how this practice of solitude can help you navigate life's challenges. When you're faced with difficult decisions or stressful situations, having a regular practice of quiet reflection gives you a tool for finding clarity and calm. Instead of getting caught up in the chaos of the moment, you can step back, take a breath, and tap into your inner wisdom. This doesn't mean that alone time will magically solve all your problems, but it can give you the space and perspective to approach challenges with more clarity and resilience. It can help you distinguish between what's truly important and what's just noise, allowing you to focus your energy where it matters most. As you continue this practice, you might find that your definition of success begins to shift. Instead of measuring your worth by external standards like wealth, status, or others' approval, you might start to value internal qualities more. Things like peace of mind, authentic self-expression, and meaningful relationships might become more important to you. This shift can lead to a more fulfilling and balanced life. It's also important to remember that this practice of solitude is not about isolating yourself from the world. Instead, it's about creating a healthy balance between your inner and outer life. The time you spend alone should enhance your interactions with others, not replace them. You might find that after periods of solitude, you feel more energized and excited to connect with others, bringing a renewed presence and depth to your relationships. As you develop this practice, you might also notice changes in how you perceive time. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to feel like we're always rushing from one thing to the next. But regular periods of quiet reflection can help you develop a different relationship with time. You might find yourself becoming more present in each moment, less worried about the future or stuck in the past. This shift in perception can have profound effects on your overall well-being. When you're more present, you're able to fully engage with and appreciate your experiences. You might find more joy in simple everyday moments or discover beauty in places you never noticed before. The goal of this practice is not to achieve some perfect state of enlightenment or to completely eliminate all stress and negative emotions from your life. That's not realistic or even desirable. The aim is to develop a greater awareness of yourself and your experiences, to cultivate inner resources that can help you navigate life's ups and downs with more grace and resilience. As you continue this journey of self-discovery through solitude, be kind to yourself. There will be days when it feels difficult or when your mind seems especially busy. That's okay. The practice is not about achieving a particular state, but about showing up for yourself consistently, creating that space for reflection and growth. Over time, you might find that this practice becomes an essential part of your life, something you look forward to and rely on for maintaining your balance and well-being. You might discover that it helps you stay true to yourself in a world that often pressures us to conform. You might find that it gives you the courage to pursue your dreams, to speak your truth, and to live in alignment with your values. So, if you've been feeling different, special, or like you're meant for something more, consider giving yourself the gift of quiet time alone. Start small if you need to. Even a few minutes a day can make a difference. Pay attention to how you feel before and after these periods of solitude. Notice any changes in your thoughts, your emotions, your interactions with others. This is a personal journey. What works for someone else might not work for you, and that's okay. The important thing is to find what resonates with you, what helps you feel more connected to yourself and your unique gifts. As you move forward, keep in mind that this practice is not about escaping from the world, but about engaging with it more fully and authentically. By taking time to nurture your inner life, you're preparing yourself to make a greater positive impact in the world around you. So, are you ready to start exploring the power of quiet time alone? Are you curious to discover more about yourself and your unique gifts? If so, why not start today? Find a quiet moment, take a deep breath, and turn your attention inward. You might be surprised at what you discover. Remember, you are special. You have unique gifts to offer the world. By giving yourself the time and space to connect with your inner wisdom, you're not just benefiting yourself, you're preparing to share your gifts with the world in a way that only you can. So go ahead, give yourself permission to be alone, to be quiet, to listen to your inner voice. It might just be the beginning of an amazing journey of self-discovery and personal growth. And who knows, the insights and strength you gain in these quiet moments might just be the key to unlocking your full potential and making the unique contribution to the world that only you can make.